Alright, today we solve the mystery of gyms in Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. Again, because your boy Verlisify made an oopsie in the first take of this video, since I didn't notice there is unmistakably a gym at the top of this mansion-y looking building, and yeah, I just kind of wrote it off. I saw a little pathway in, a pathway out. It kind of has all this weird connectivity with all these other things. It might unlock a new area. There's just shenanigans going on over here. So my first take of the video kind of looked like this. That I thought there might be a gym hiding in this city, but overall it's kind of hard to explain everything because at first glance you look at the region, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. We just have 4, technically 5, but still, where are the other 3 even then? Maybe one hiding in this big town over here. That still doesn't explain everything, so that's why I wanted to really break down and look into, because I think some of the other answers can be found at the beginning of the route. And that makes things even more interesting because I actually didn't notice this right here. There's a little battle area similar to the Pokemon School and Pokemon Sun and Moon, and also just representations throughout the anime and other parts of Pokemon, but that's also present here as well. So I didn't see this one. I saw this one. I thought this was a trainer school. Maybe it gives a badge, maybe it doesn't, but it would be weird if we actually went through several towns or several areas and routes and then didn't end up with a badge. So you get your badge here, you take the train out, that takes you to the city, and then your Pokemon adventure begins that way. But there actually might be more to it than just that with multiple gyms in the first area. So gym 1, you fight outside. Gym 2, this looks similar, so maybe that even counts, and then you're able to peace out. Looking at some of the other things, that looks like the professor's lab right here with the purple roof, and then here's a better look at the little courtyard that has the Pokemon battle area. I thought that was a school. Doesn't really look very school-like, so I guess some kind of eclectic old lady that's there as a little bit of a challenge. Maybe not like a super sanctioned officially gym, but enough to actually get you to progress through and probably gives you a gym badge. And then this actually looks like a school. There's even a weather vane. You have like the little, I guess like fireplace smokestacks over there. It seems a lot more straightforward. So now we can go and move on through the rest of the area. And that's where the map kind of gets redrawn by me. Whoop, not that one. 1 second, this one right here. So yeah, I feel like that means this shouldn't or can't have a gym inside of it, even though there's also other parts and other areas that make it look like it might have a gym. Like, is this just a large gym? Because it kind of has the dome, it connects into the tower. I don't know. So we can't figure out exactly everything just yet, but I mean now that's where things kind of get interesting, because I noticed, I thought like this entire building, like maybe inside of here there's a gym, but there's actually another battle yard on the outside. So if we move this right here, boom, and then this down here. So that could be the 8th, or maybe it's like not the 8th, and that's just how freeform all the gyms are. I thought that you go inside here as like your final challenge, kind of like how you have to have all the other gym badges to face Giovanni at the end, even though in Kanto, you can go really out of order through in Pokemon Let's Go and the original Pokemon games. So that's something, but I mean, it's still all over the place, and that's where I have a lot of fun with this. Like drawing the maps and drawing what is possible inside this region is just crazy, because I mean, we have train, but we also have path. We have path, we have train, we have train, we have path. So like all this loops around and does crazy things. I don't know where any of it goes or anything like that. I mean, does this like go, well, not that far. Like, does this one go all the way over here? So ignore this stuff over here. But I mean, or does it actually, you know, kind of come down and then pop you out over here? And then, oh, third gym. That makes sense. And it's shown so early in the trailer. And it's shown as one of the first gyms that we see, like the first big gym, first official thing going on. So it doesn't seem like it's that exclusive or far into the game of an area if they're showing it in the first little teaser trailer. And I think we also might have something to break down with this going on over here. We can also make out the types. Water, grass. Up here we have rock, and potentially fairy or psych. I don't know, it's a little small and hard to see, but with all the mushrooms and stuff, that feels very whimsical, very fairy tale-like, so I'm feeling fairies, some kind of folklore shenanigans going on over there. And then that just makes sense for ice as well. Maybe if you look right there, that could be a logo for the gym and some kind of typing. So, I mean, makes sense to put dragon right there. And then this could maybe just be the whole champion area. There is a crown going on over there. And then that opened up even more discussion. So I'm like, oh, so there might, like, is your victory road after you become champion? And then that's to unlock this huge area over here definitely represents London. I mean, yeah, you can see Big Ben, you can see, I don't know what it's called, but the giant Ferris wheel and stuff, then some futuristic shenanigans going on. So, I mean, I hope these are all battle facilities, or it's like super in-game hub stuff that really expands on what you're capable of doing once you've earned it. You know, the carrot at the end of the stick, the ultimate reward, the cake is not a lie. All those things just kind of make it feel amazing. And I mean, if that is like a battle frontier, that should make people really happy. If not, like contest potentially over here, all kinds of things, and hopefully just incredible amounts of post-game that people have been asking for. And it looks like, from what we've seen so far, Game Freak is definitely here to play and out to deliver when it comes to these games. But I mean, yeah, if we talk about the flow of the region, when we look at actually what is in the region, there's still a lot going on. So let's go and break down this gym over here, because we get to see a lot of it. Well, not a lot of it, but we get to see more of it than any other gym in trailer. So we get to see the leaf, we get to see it's a grass gym, we get to see the overall shape of the arena and stuff, and then we get multiple angles, but also the direction. It doesn't feel that way, you know? It feels like we're looking west at this part right here, but we're not. We're actually looking north. So I thought that was kind of interesting. It shows like maybe the camera angles are going to be a lot different than we expect, really opening up the region, showing more, because if you look at the town itself, the town doesn't have the Pokemon Center here or here or whatever, wherever it goes, and there's extra houses and buildings. So there's still more for every little city, every little place. I noticed there's like little shops over here. So that reminds me, is it Slateport City? I think so. So that reminds me of Slateport City. Maybe there's going to be like extra items and cool things, a lighthouse to explore like in Johto, a water gym, so that could lead into all kinds of things. And then just so much exploration. Like at some point we get to, how do we get here? I feel like maybe all of this is post-game, or all of this has to deal with the legendaries. Actually, no, never mind. That just leads out here as well. So that's another route out of the big city where you go into the marshlands, you can cross over, you can explore all of this. There's just so much going on, and then there's still like an extra gym or something. So yeah, can you go through here first and then you have to bounce back through here? Can you just kind of complete any of this whenever you want? You can cut straight through to this like apartment complex town. At some point, you will eventually go into this, and this seems like a city inside of itself. I thought it was just a mansion. You know, it's like Cinnabar Island. You go through the mansion, and your reward is this new area over here. But no, that's a city. You can enter from either side. Decide like which way you want to go. Do you want to go through the maze? Do you want to go through this town and then do like the snowy surfing and stuff? Then you eventually have to get that gym. Is this actually the last gym, and then this one isn't? I don't know. Game's nuts, guys, and that's why I really like about it. But if we break down some of the other pictures, there's a Tyranitar. And the only place I can see that Tyranitar fitting is the rock gym over here. Tyranitar evolves at level 55, guys. And it shows us using a Lucario against him. So at some point during our adventure, we are able to pick up a Riolu or Lucario. That's hype. A lot of people are excited for that. I mean, you could get Zorua and Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and like a lot of like these Pokemon have been obtainable on the way before, but I like that. That shows that you can get some fan favorite Pokemon that are also regarded for their power at a lot of different stages inside the game. So maybe it's inside a cave, maybe it's in like one of these wastelandy field kind of areas, but still shows there's a lot going on. And I mean, that's a high level Pokemon on that Tyranitar, so maybe that does show that you can do the gyms in whatever order you want. Maybe this is actually like level 40s, like 48, 50 up here, and then this gym is actually tougher. So you can challenge this gym, get your butt whooped, realize you have to take like a spiritual journey through the mountains and through this little fantasy forest, and then you hop back over. That happens. Maybe these gyms are all like the same, you know, 7, 8, and 5 as I have them labeled. Those are all like around level 50, mid 50s. So it's however you decide to make this adventure yours. I mean, even then, there's so much craziness going on. Like, we have this over here. This has an entrance. That actually looks kind of large. Like, everything's scaled down. So when you get into it, that building right there is still going to be massive. This is an entire city. This is a town. This is a town. All of it's a town. All of it has so much going on. I mean, what about some of the other things that we see from the trailer as well? So we have Tyranitar, but we also have this like entrance into what people are saying is like Wembley Stadium. We have a soccer or football jersey going on, and where does that fit in? At first I thought it was gonna be this, but then I realized, well, that's a water gym. It doesn't really feel super watery, so maybe that's it. Like, we've already seen a lot of this gym from the trailer, and maybe the gym leader is just like a crazy Pokemon sports ball fan or Pokemon battling fan or something like that, where you have to wear the attire, you have to wear the getup, or maybe it just directly relates to football in some way as well, and that's going to be the introduction. Because like the stadium opens up so much, and it makes me wonder what the gym challenges are going to be. You know, there's some kind of puzzle, a little maze. You have to, you know, at least do a little bit extra in some of the gyms to work your way through it. But with a stadium like this, it doesn't really feel that way. You walk in, there's a big showcase and a big feature, and then you get your gym badge after you battle a bit. So that means, like, okay, if there's just the battle thing out here, that means you have to, like, make it through this tower, and the gym leader's at the top of the tower, and then he's like, all right, you've passed my trial, you've earned it, let's go outside and have a battle. I'm an old school kind of guy. I don't like these new confounded stadiums that all of these people have going on, so, you know, just do you and enjoy it. So I think that's it. It's kind of like going to be the old versus new. We have these very modern stadiums, but then also there's still like this humble little area at the beginning where it's like, yeah, we do things old school. We used to just have Pokemon battles out in the courtyard. You might see some really crazy stuff as you progress in your adventure. So I like that. I think that we can explain all the gyms. We can explain some of the areas. Maybe one of these is a gym. Maybe one of these isn't. Maybe there's a gym hiding in here. And then the rest of it is like, yeah, look at my doodles, look at my scribbles, look at my math, guys. I have no idea what's going to go on for the rest of this game, and I absolutely love that aspect because I think it shows there's a lot hiding in plain sight. There's a lot that can still be discovered. I've been going over this map a lot, and I still find little new things to talk about, like the gym that's haunting me now because I had to take down the video, or this little area right here I didn't notice I was battling, so that could lead to another gym, and all the other things. I've definitely noticed this path down here. Who knows, guys? There's a lot going on. There's a lot of post-game. There's a lot to talk about, and I think it's really going to open up what is possible with Pokemon, and these games are going to be amazing because of it. So if you guys enjoy the video, hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.